Here, you can exercise your rights to freedom every day without leaving your home. We don't just say, we do. It's the Stain City way.
Hello and welcome to Real Talk right here on SABC 3 where the stage is yours. So there you were on the 1st of Jan with all the intentions in the world outlining your New Year's resolutions. You probably made a promise to take better care of your body this year, didn't you? So then you dusted off your old running shoes, you kitted yourself out with some new gym gear, even at the, you know you're not going to gym if you don't have the sweatband, right? You started waking up the sweat, but have you kept up with the squats, the push-ups, and the crunches? According to Brain Statistic, by the first week of our New Year's resolutions, 27% of us abandon our goals. At the week 2 mark, 31% of us have quit, and just over half of us make it to the first month. So how do we change our perception from viewing the concept of healthy living as a 12-week goal to incorporating it into our daily day plan? I've enlisted the help of some experts who embody healthy living. Mary Bawan, we're going to talk about that name, is a registered dietitian with the Health Professional Council of South Africa and Dietetics South Africa, who believes anyone can look fabulous. They just need to be pointed in the right direction. Did I say your name right? Mary.
You can call me May, please.
But what is your name? Because now I really want to do...
Mary.
Mary.
Yes.
And your surname is not lost on me being a dietitian. Your surname is Bawan.
Bawan, just like the chocolate.
Great. So your clients must come then, they're like, I want to stop chocolate.
Shame. No, so I think at the end of the day, with some of my clients that I do see, and they do often tell me, May, I'd love to have some chocolate in the evening while I'm sitting and watching TV. And at the end of the day, even if you do have, a few pieces in the week, by all means, but when it starts becoming an everyday or every night thing, it becomes a really bad habit.
Okay, so I can have chocolate once a week without it?
I would say twice a week.
Okay.
Twice a week is a good treat. But when it does start to come sort of creeping in, every day at night while you're watching TV, it's a really bad habit.
Then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get to like the specifics, and I want to really get into that, are you a dietitian or are you a nutritionist, and what is the difference?
So I'm a registered dietitian.
Okay.
And it is a degree. Where a nutritionist is more a diploma course.
Okay.
So with a registered dietitian, we are able to prescribe diets. We work closely with doctors. We're able to call out on blood results. It is more scientific based as opposed to nutritionists where just general advice. Okay,
so when I come to you, I'm glad you went in there. You will take my blood and see what types of foods suit me.
Not necessarily. So, I mean, we do work closely, like I said, with doctors. But if we maybe find there's some sort of deficiencies from your food history, we'd say, okay, fine, let's have a look at your iron status, or look at your vitamin B12, or let's look at your high cholesterol, if there is a family history of that. So we can request it, but it's always good to work in conjunction with the doctor.
So could my family history, like you're saying now, be it like an iron deficiency or high cholesterol, could any of those conditions be causing me from not losing weight, even though I'm following what I believe is a proper diet? So,
yeah, I think certain things can prevent you from losing weight, especially from a hormonal point of view. So we often say looking at, your thyroid, looking at your insulin, although those sort of criteria are not always ones to be used as an individual, but more as an all-rounder. So again, it's saying that should we not maybe refer you to a physician or endocrinologist and saying, there's certain things that I'm picking up from your family history. I'm not too sure. Let's get an expert's opinion and then take it from there.
Have you ever seen a case where somebody is, sticking to a good diet and they're doing the exercise and they're not losing weight and it happens to be a psychological effect?
Yes. Yes, I have. I have.
Okay. In which case you'd recommend me to a therapist then?
Therapist, but I also think at the end of the day, they put too much pressure on themselves of having to try and be this person of, trying to follow a plan so rigidly that they're not enjoying, what they're eating at the end of the day. And for me, it's, food needs to be enjoyed. You need to put back the love of food in there, but it's just knowing what's your limits and when do we say it's moderation. So I do think it becomes a very much of a psychological thing if they're putting that pressure on themselves.
Okay, so when I walk in and I want you to help me with my new diet, this is something that you stress, that, okay, also remember that you're not here to be deprived.
No, definitely not, because at the end of the day, we need to enjoy our pleasure foods, and that's where the balance comes in. So when we're talking about balanced diet or a balanced eating plan, it's very much trying to include your pleasure foods within that eating plan too, that you can say, fine, on a Friday night, I'd like to go for a pizza, and not depriving yourself, oh no, I have to just have a basic salad, and saying, if I did want it, limit yourself to about 2 or 3 slices, but then, have a side veg option with it. But, if you say you cannot do it, then I think you're going to go on a binge.
So you mentioned a word, and now I'm going to jump on it, balance, right? So when you speak about balance, then what is your view of, diets that are strictly vegetarian or vegan or pescatarian? Because also when people are wanting to change, their lifestyle habits, that's where they run to. I know so-and-so, she's a vegan and she lost 30 kilograms in an entire year, and that's what I'm going to do.
So I think with those, or the way of eating, it's something that you have to be very strict on, or not strict on, but mindful on, are you actually meeting all your requirements or nutrients? So with vegetarianism or veganism, it's, you can easily fall short with the protein. You can easily fall short with, with your iron, with omegas, vitamin D. And as an individual, are you taking note of that? Or, that's where, you should be consulting with a dietitian or... And
also because skinny doesn't necessarily mean healthy.
Yes.
What does science say about
There's no scientific evidence for that.
So
in terms of detoxing, I think, if you're a person that would love to or would like to increase more on your fruit and vegetable intake, by all means, include it in your normal way of eating. But just pure detoxing and doing the juices, I don't think it's sustainable long term.
Okay, so let's say, because obviously now Jan is past and now we're moving on with the year, and I was like, okay, for the whole of Jan, I'm detoxing, I'm on water, fruit and vegetables, just so I can,
So your body cannot also detox with just fruit and veg. It needs proteins, it needs carbs, it needs certain nutrients to be able to detox properly. So that's what people, forget about. And I think that's where they go too extreme to do all this juicing. And remember, it can also be quite high calorie because of the sugar content.
Yes.
So it's saying that if you want to do these juices, by all means, but maybe rather include them into your daily way of eating, as opposed to just saying, I'll do it, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Again, it's not sustainable long term.
So detoxing isn't good, for my skin and people are like, I'm detoxing and I feel so much lighter and I'm just sleeping so much better.
No, it's just looking and going back to old school principles of looking at your food groups of, am I taking a good quality carb? Am I taking lean proteins? Am I including good healthy fats? Am I drinking enough water? People also forget about variations of fruits and veggies. They tend to buy the same things all the time. So I definitely think that sometimes we do need to go back to basics. Common sense.
And you mentioned as well, water.
Yeah.
Just water, that's the first thing to do when you're detoxing, just have water. Quickly, okay, what's the worst food you can eat? Okay, you can even go as far as telling me the preparation of it. Let's say you are you healthy and life's fine, and then, I'm like, oh, I'm eating healthy, and then you see me eating something, you're like, you're eating healthy and you're eating that. Okay, what's the worst food?
I don't think anything is bad. It's how much you're eating of it.
Even alcohol?
Again, how much you're drinking. and how often you're doing it. So when we're talking about food, you really do need to look at what are you eating, what's the quantity, and what's the frequency. So if you're saying, May, I've just had a toasted sandwich with a side portion of chips, is it really that bad? If you've only had it, once a month? No, it's not really.
But it's every day.
But if it's an everyday thing, yes, I would say, listen, you're not maybe getting the proper nutrients from that, and I think, you should start looking at a healthy alternative.
May, you have officially blown my mind. Thank you so much for your expertise.
Thank you.
And I'm still laughing at the fact that your surname is Bawan and you're a dietitian. May will be back to join us later in the show. After the break, we meet the guys whose job it is to torture our bodies with exercise. Come back to us. You with Real Talk, we're on SABC 3 and the stage is yours. So a lot of us look at personal trainers and probably think these guys have it easy. They were born like this. They built like houses and they look like that when they were 3 years old. But we're about to discover that getting into supreme shape is hard for all of us. Having been overweight as a youngster, Ntando Khumalo had to overcome physical and psychological challenges to become a wellness manager, personal trainer and sports conditioning coach. Mandla Dube, on the other hand, had been fit and active his whole life, but a sudden sports injury had a negative effect on his weight. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so excited that I've got pictures of you guys when you were fat. Just so I'm in great company because this is looking a little, looks like fat-free water from my side. So Ntando, we'll start with you. I like the fact that you said you had to go over a psychological change because a lot of people don't realize that it's so difficult to drop the weight if your mind is not ready to keep it off.
That's true.
Right. So can you just unpack that for me? And what did you get ready first? Did you get ready physically? Did you get ready psychologically?
Well, I mean, it first starts as you need to want it. You need to have a desire for it. So I would definitely say it's a psychological thing.
Yeah.
And as well as, how do you see yourself and how are people seeing you? Are you enjoying the attention that you're getting from people? And if not, are you gonna use that as a driver to actually complete or go towards that goal of getting into the shape that you would like to be in and comfortable in? So psychological effects are very apparent in trying to get to this place. You need to really decide that, look, this is now going to be a lifestyle. This is something that I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to give myself time and I'm not going to be too hard on myself. So by loving yourself for who you are now and accepting that you're in a work in progress, I find the journey becomes more exciting.
You're nodding, Mandla. So, I mean, you were always active and fit and all of that, and then you got into an injury and then you packed on the weight.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that isn't it devastating?
It was massive. I mean, sport was all I knew.
Yeah.
My dream was always to become a professional athlete, and from primary school all the way to high school, I've always excelled in sport, and it always came naturally for me. And in grade 11, I got offered a contract to go play at the Sharks for 4 years, and I was really excelling. Playing junior Springboks at the time. And then I broke my leg, and I was out for 6 months. So that was the first time, ever in sports. Something that you love so much, to break you like that. And then for 6 months, I was out, on the sidelines. And, mentally, you start to break yourself down, So, am I good enough? Would I be as good as I was when I left the game and stuff? So it was a really challenging time in my life.
Is that when you picked up 15 kilograms?
Yeah. So I moved back from Durban. I moved back from Durban. And then the agreement that I had with my parents when I left school was that I'm going to try this rugby thing, and they're really supportive about it. But when I came back from Durban, they said I must go and study now, And I went into politics, international relations.
Yeah.
And for 2 years, I wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't me, And
okay.
Yeah.
But now you lean and everything, and then you gain 2 kilograms.
No, it wasn't 2.
And then it's 4.
Yeah.
And then it's 7.
And 15.
And then it's 9. And then it's 12.
I don't think I saw 9. I went straight to 15.
So you missed the gradual thing.
It happened over time, but lifestyle changes. When I came back, I stopped training as hard as I used to. I started eating, badly. And, it's just, like you said, it gradually happened, but I wasn't conscious of it until one day I jumped onto the scale and I saw I was 106 kg.
Did you not have a mirror?
Yeah, I did. But you always lie to yourself. You look at yourself, like, it's not that bad. Yeah.
Okay, so in that note, you were an overweight teenager.
Yes.
Right? So you pretty much never knew yourself as a fit, thin person.
No.
So what were you, like a chubby toddler who was then a cute, child, and then an overweight teenager, and then you realized, wait a minute, this is not the life I want?
Well, I guess it was in high school where things started getting out of control.
It's the pies.
It's the tuck money, the
It's the
pocket money.
pies.
The tuck shop.
I know.
And I was also a bit of a rebel. I was interested in girls. I was not someone who was like, I wanted to go play sport and do all of that. I was just trying to have fun and, just enjoy that life that was there, the easy way out of things. So it's only later on, after I was out of high school, where I was like, you know what, enough is enough. Let me be a big boy. Let me handle this thing.
Were you already a big boy?
Jeez.
Okay, but wait. So when you say enough is enough, what happens? Are you not fitting into jeans? Because for me, every time I get shocked into losing weight, I go to a shop and I try something on. And I was like, I was a size 40. I do not want a size 48. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was it for you?
For me, it was that, look, why am I wearing winter clothes in summer? Why am I'm always wearing, if I'm wearing a T-shirt, I'm wearing that, what's that jersey that you put on?
Yes,
your
a cardigan.
collar coming out. Yes, it was like, come on.
Were you the guy swimming with a T-shirt on?
I could have been. But going through all of that really got me. I used that energy to combat that. If I didn't, I think it would have broken me, honestly. The body shaming was a bit hectic. But to come out from that strong and in control is an amazing feeling.
Okay, so man, for you, what's the one thing, somebody watching now, that they okay, so I've decided, okay, I'm gonna start exercising, I'm gonna go into healthy eating, I'm changing my life around. Using your personal experience, what's the first step? When the credits roll, right, and they get up from their couch and we're like, goodbye, what's the first step?
I think Ntando touched on it a bit earlier. It's making a decision. That I want to. My health is a priority, and when it comes to exercise, I believe that find something that you enjoy. A lot of people make the mistake because they see me on Instagram, they see me in the gym. They want my program. And I've designed something that works for me. So coming from a sporting background, I like to be competitive. So I play a lot of squash, I run a lot, and also in the gym. But the most important thing is find something you enjoy, like hiking or playing golf or just being outdoors.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what you enjoy, try waking up 100 times. Try sitting up 100 times. That's a workout. You got your abs burning already.
Yeah.
But just find something you enjoy, and I feel like that way it'll be more sustainable. Because it's you're meant to enjoy fitness, right? And if it feels like a chore to you, you're not going to repeatedly do it in and out.
But it's easy for you guys to say, right? Because you get to a point when you're gymming so much that you start enjoying it and you miss it when you're not there, and that releases endorphins in your body, whatever.
Yeah.
But to get there is a process.
True.
So it's that first 3 weeks that you need to get through. I'm saying, well, how do I get through that first 3 weeks?
Okay, can I say something on that?
Yes.
Well, for me, my philosophy of being someone who's an endomorph, I'm the underdog. I gain weight very easily.
Really?
Yes. So when I'm even now this December, in order for me to maintain a decent shape, my thing was make a deposit. So let's say it's one of those days I have a chance to do something. I'll do a 3K run. Or I'll just remain active. Every day, just do something small. Just make a small deposit. You don't have to go crazy in the gym. Just do something. And then once you see yourself doing these things, every time you tell yourself, you start to trust yourself more.
True.
You feel more accomplished. And then you raise the bar because you're now consistent. You can trust yourself.
Yeah.
So that, for me, is a big one. Just make a deposit.
Small deposits.
Small deposits.
Okay. I'm going to let you go now for a break. So you've got like 2 minutes. Make a deposit, do something. like a young, After the break, the guys and I are going to be joined by everyone's favorite fitness bunny. Don't go anywhere. Deposit, eh? Welcome back to Real Talk, where today we're finding out all we need to know about nutrition, exercise in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Now, if you had to ask what the perfect ingredients for successful weight loss are, motivation would be listed as one of the top requirements, like you've heard from Dando as well as Mandla. My next guest has made a living out of getting people excited about working out. I think it's because personally we all think that we're going to look like her like tomorrow. She's the fitness and wellness motivator who believes that women should embrace their bodies. Batle Bisane, welcome to the show. I'm just going to move this here so I can see your pretty face.
It's fine.
And this one, oh, see. Ooh. Deposit. So now, have you always been this healthy, this fit, this confident?
Not at all, hey? I only started in 2015, towards the end of 2015.
Yeah.
I think I was just tired. It goes back to your lifestyle as a teenager as well.
Yeah.
I was tired of that and eating badly and always being like, not knowing myself, you know, because you just be in between. People ask you questions like, okay, but she seems to be together, but is she fat? Like, that's always like the question. Oh. Are you fat? Imagine someone asking you, are you fat?
What would your answer be?
Jeez.
I don't know. So, because, you know, at the time, I've always been very conscious about my tummy. So I'd always, you know, exercise my tummy. So my tummy was a bit flattish.
But then
everything else was very big, you know? So I'd have, especially guys asking me, is she fat? Is she not fat? Is she fat? So it got really irritating. And also with my confidence, I was always like, looking at myself in the mirror, I'll see the stretch marks, I hated them. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to take a break from everything, stop the partying, that life, and just work out. So I got up one day, I went for a jog.
And you've never stopped?
And I never stopped.
Okay, you are a personal trainer. You are a wellness coach.
Yes.
You are also a wellness coach.
I'm a motivator.
Motivator.
Yes, so we're different.
What? You're all very different. Mandla, what's... Okay, personal trainer, we pretty much know.
Yeah.
Tell me what your job description is.
Well, basically, I'm a personal trainer. I work one-on-one on clients. And also, I'm also big into working with athletes. So I'm a sports conditioning coach as well for aspiring athletes, where that stemmed from, I just felt when I was younger, if I was just managed a little bit better. So I give, it's training and a little bit of mentorship. So, yeah, so I also work with, like, junior athletes that aspire to be professional athletes, you know, one day.
Okay, wellness coach. What's the difference between that and a personal trainer?
Well, I kind of do the same thing. The only thing is now that I organize events, and I organize health events, I organize wellness days where you can get your discovery vitality points.
Okay.
So activity, the vibe, the energy, the financials, I do that as well. And then I get to train my clients one-on-one as well.
Okay, and as a motivator, you are like, this is me, this is where I was, this is where I am now.
I've never really shown my before and after pictures.
Really?
You know, I work too hard to be showing my before pictures. You won't find it.
Doesn't anybody have them?
No.
Come on, Facebook. Twitter? Someone on Facebook has got something somewhere.
No, they hacked my Facebook, so that's how I lost everything. So it's not by choice. I just don't have pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, as a motivator, so it goes back to my lifestyle. You know, I did everything. I didn't plan that I'll be a personal trainer or I'll be here today.
Yeah.
But it was a matter of me waking up, doing what I'm doing, and people following my journey. You know, people liking my transformation. So I started doing free boot camps, just for people to come. We're all training together. I'm showing you it's possible.
Yes.
So that's how it was motivating people. Okay, if I'm doing this with you on Monday, go do it at home the whole week.
Okay.
You know, I'd post stuff or post videos. So it's just me motivating people to just enjoy working out.
So I always, like, when people are speaking about you and they're writing about you, it's like, oh, look, ladies, you can weigh 72 kilograms and still look good. And I'm just like,
Yes, you can.
Okay, yes, you can. But what does your weight have to do? Why is there, you can be this and look this way?
No, I think because, you know, with BMI, I'm always overweight.
Okay.
So you have to stop looking at that. And also with weight, like, I've always been around 75 to 85, you know, which is very big. And people will say, oh, but 80 is so big. Yeah, it is, but as long as you're looking good. So if you feel good...
And also, you're not short. You're not a small girl. You're quite tall.
So it was a matter of me, accepting my body as it is, because I tried losing weight once. I went down to 69. I looked so ugly, guys.
Yeah, no.
So ugly.
Yeah.
So I just decided, let me gain the weight back and then just maintain it, condition, and, and just be the big girl I am and still look nice and wear my bikinis.
So when you say, okay, you started running, what changed about your diet? Because I think you guys would agree with me, and this is, I'd like for all of you guys to answer this, is that people train so hard and they like training twice a day sometimes, and yet they're not changing their diet, and then they worry, they don't understand why they're not getting results. Did you also have to change what you were putting in your mouth?
I did, definitely, but at that time, I didn't know what I know now. So I'll just go and Google, research a few things. I knew if you ate boiled food, it's healthier. So I'll start eating a lot of veggies, obviously. My breakfast was maintained, my portions were very small, which is why it even helped me to get the body I wanted in 3 months. I went from being just a normal girl, 3 months later I had a six-pack, I had calves. I was looking good, I was feeling good. So
Chips win.
It was the diet. The diet is more important, you guys would agree.
A lot of people say this, six-packs are made in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it true?
But I mean, I'm not one to lie and say I've never done anything extreme like these fad diets. I have tried it. I've tried a soup diet for a long period of time.
I did a soup diet. It smelled terrible, that soup. The cabbage one.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I did that thing in varsity. I fainted in class. Yeah? So you've tried the fad diets?
So I tried the fad diets. I did get progress. I'm not going to lie. I did get progress, but to hold on to it now, I had to change to another diet.
Yeah.
So I was aware that, okay, no, I can't go back to having bacon. I can't go back to having croissants, waffles, ice cream, all in the morning. So obviously, there's things that do work, but I wouldn't say long-term. Those things are something that you can keep in your diet. But for me, I did that because I wanted to see that. I wanted to see something because I had never, ever, ever in my life seen myself in that great shape. So I was willing. And then after that, I just controlled my portions. I still have my eggs. I don't have the bread, mushrooms, and some avo. That really works for me most mornings. And I've been able to maintain.
Okay, is there a method in the madness of eating healthy and training like for the 3 months, because everything is 12 weeks this, 12 weeks that, and then like giving yourself a breather for a week and then going back into it?
Of course, yeah. You get to a point where you overtrain, right? And that's where you reach your plateau and you just need to get a break. I won't encourage like eating badly. I mean, it's meant to be a lifestyle thing with the stuff that you put into your mouth and stuff.
Something that you're gonna do forever.
Exactly. And then like they said, I mean, everyone's in a rush to see results now.
Yes.
Everyone's in a rush. So I encourage, small victories. Feeling like for this week, I'm not gonna have Coke, or I'm gonna drink 3 liters of water. Just small little victories make you feel good about yourself, and you want to continue doing this.
Yeah, because I eat healthy for like 3 days, and then I look in the mirror, I'm like, Jesus, you're going to have to tell me why I am not looking amazing. All right, Sebastian, you're staying. Mandla, thank you so much for your time. Dana, thank you so much for your time. Please, the next time you guys are here, you must look like this. I will say goodbye to the guys. May and Sebastian, join us after the break. Be sure to come back for that final chat. Welcome back to Real Talk. The obesity stats of 2017 are scary enough to have you putting down that packet of chips that you are eating whilst you're watching us, okay? Africa Check and the World Health Organization say more than half of South African adults are overweight or obese. A shocking 69.3% of women and 38.8% of men are overweight. Evidently, it's trickling down to our children, as well as 26.3% of girls and 18.8% of boys are too heavy. So why is it that women, and May, I'll come to you, why is it that women are more overweight than men?
So I think it could be a number of factors. A lot of it could be sort of environment in terms of where they're working, especially the genes, sort of genetic profiling. It could be just hormonal. Our lady or female makeup is very different from a male makeup. So I think if the woman is not necessarily looking after themselves from that point of view,
Yeah.
you know, they're not going to see the results from a weight loss point of view.
Yeah.
And I think that they do need to start looking, you know, a bit more closely into the medical history.
Are we, because it's something I learned also very recently, and I mean, I'm 33 years old. You'd think I would have known this a lot earlier in my life, that we are prone to picking up weight around our menstruation period.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Not necessarily. I think it's also a time of us saying, you know, we allowing ourselves to have that, you know, the chocolates. So it's a good scapegoat to say, okay, fine, I can have a chocolate because I'm PMSing.
I'm moody.
Yeah, I'm moody. I'm allowed it. But at the end of the day, I think it's also sometimes with women, it's convenient to sort of get an easy snack on the go. You know, they still have a busy lifestyle. Kids. Pickups, drop-offs. So I think there's a lot of factors that can be involved in also not getting to the gym or getting active as often.
Do men have a faster metabolism naturally?
Yeah, I think, listen, and also they, how would I say, less complicated in a sense where, you know, they tend to make that time for gymming. They tend to get things on their platter.
No,
you
what
know,
you're trying to say is they're selfish. That's what she was trying to say.
In a nicer way.
She's correct, yeah. They're less complicated. No, they're selfish. They put themselves first. Nothing wrong. We salute you. I wish we could be more like you, actually. Sebastian, is it easier to lose weight or maintain weight? To maintain your weight?
Maintaining is easier.
Is it?
Yeah, losing weight is very hard because, you know, you need to eat a certain way, train a certain way, but once you lose the weight, it's easier for you to maintain it afterwards.
Do you train a lot with guys?
I do. I prefer training with guys, actually, you know, because they push you, and I like weight training, so it always makes sense for me to train with guys.
Do you find that for them it's easier to lose the weight when and you find that you're struggling?
Yeah, definitely. I would also say fast metabolism and also just the way they're built, you know. Like guys always get more muscles than us.
Yes.
Easier.
Because, you know, you read things and you hear things, especially from infomercials, they're like, women have an extra layer of fat. That's why they're able to carry kids. Then you, like, make yourself feel better. You're like, okay, well, that's why I weigh 20 kilograms more than my boyfriend, because I've got this extra layer of fat. Is that true?
Because we also comfort eat, eh?
Yeah, okay.
Women tend to comfort eat a lot of the times. And it's something that, you know, we need to look onto a deeper level.
Is it true that you can lose weight with just purely on a good eating plan without even touching exercise?
No. I would suggest exercise does help.
Yeah.
But when it comes to weight loss, 70% is food, 30% is exercise.
So there's no ways where I could, for like a year, just be eating healthy and drop a lot of weight?
You could.
You could.
You definitely could.
Could.
Yeah, my mom is currently losing a lot of weight by just eating healthy.
So is she on a specific diet, or is she just...
No, you just eat healthy. So, you know, going back, you know, we normally eat rice and curry for supper every night, but now she's eating vegetables and protein, you know, mixing it up. For breakfast, she'll have a proper smoothie. She'll have a proper lunch. So she plans, it's meal prepping, basically. So she just meal preps everything for the day.
Yeah.
And she started in December.
Yeah.
In December, she lost 4 kgs just from eating well.
Your family was eating rice and curry every day?
Yeah. Not me.
What a life. Let's talk about rest. And this is something that I should have asked Mandla and Dando, actually. But now that you're here, another thing that you hear is you will not lose weight if you're not resting. I want both of you guys, like, resting your body, sleeping, letting your body, like, fight it off and build the cells again. How true is that?
It's very true. I always find when I don't rest, you know, because I like sleeping late, my body doesn't respond as quickly as when I sleep at 10, because apparently there's like something around 2 o'clock where your body doesn't match. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But that's where, when you're deep in your sleep, your body recovers properly, and you give yourself enough time as well to just rest, you know? So it does really help, because your body just needs to get on the rest mode, because if you're overworking it and you're not sleeping enough or eating enough, then it's just going to look back at you.
From a dietitian side,
I agree. So I do think rest is so important, and also just getting into that routine of, you know, switching off at about 10 o'clock in the evening and waking up relatively at about 6. And also, I think if you're not getting enough sleep, you're waking up exhausted, you're trying to shove in some high-calorie snacks or, you know, eating unnecessarily just to keep awake and get that energy going.
And then
And
you're like,
that's
oh,
where
I'm
it's just
tired.
a
I need
vicious
sugar
cycle.
to keep my
Yes.
energies up. Then you start drinking the wrong
And
things.
that's when like the biscuits and the chocolates come in. So I do think it is a vicious cycle if you're not getting into that routine.
And I mean, when we're speaking about the stats here, our kids are also, they're growing up overweight and they're growing up obese. What practices can we start now with our children to make sure that, they don't fall into the same terrible eating habits that we picked up?
So I think a lot of it, or what I'm seeing also in practice, is that we are too fixated, or we give convenience foods way too quickly to our kids.
Yeah.
And again, go back to basics.
What's convenience food? Like chips?
Takeouts.
Oh, okay.
Takeouts, or, pre-prepared meals that you just shove in the microwave. I don't think it's not, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but if it is, again, frequent,
Yeah.
you're not really getting that balance of the proper carbs, the proper lean proteins, enough veggies. I mean, if you look at the prepared meals, the veggie portions is minute.
Yeah.
And also, luxuries need to be kept for occasions, or she could be kept for birthday parties, not necessarily creeping in the week. So, and even with chips, you shouldn't be giving your child a packet of chips to take to school.
Yeah.
Just because you feel like they might be hungry still.
Is it true that it takes 48 hours for sugar to leave your child's body?
I would think, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's how much they burn from that.
Okay.
So, but at the end of the day, it's very much on what are they taking in and how much are they expending.
So, is it expensive to maintain the life that you maintain, the healthy lifestyle, the gym, the eating healthy, the planning, the prep? Is it expensive? Because a lot of people saying, well, eating healthy is expensive. It's cheaper to just get some fried chicken.
It's not expensive because if you're going to eat and have all these nicely presented foods, then it's going to be expensive. But if you do go back to the basics as well and buy vegetables, everyone buys vegetables.
Yeah.
But now, what are you doing with the vegetables? So buying your vegetables, buying a bride pack of chicken, I don't know what they call it, the chicken or whatever, instead of you making curry out of it, and, you can easily just grill your chicken and have your veggies. It's very simple. It's not time-consuming as well as cooking a huge meal. So I wouldn't say it's expensive.
So the one thing I'm taking here from both of you guys is preparation. If you plan ahead, you won't get into a spin and have to grab the closest thing, which is highly likely to be unhealthy.
And also if you shop well. So if you shop well on the weekends, you're able to, again, meal prep on the weekend so that when you come, home quite late, you have everything already. So you just have to heat up instead of saying, oh, well, I don't have time, let me just stop at a drive-through, get a quick meal. Again, you're not looking at your child's sort of nutrition in terms of are they meeting requirements.
Sure, look, it's been scary talking to you guys, but enlightening at the same time. I hope we can all make healthy lifestyle choices. Moving on from today, we've talked the talk. Now it's time to actually walk the walk. Coming up on Real Talk, it's a gym session. Woo! And so you come back, you're invited. Welcome back to Real Talk. So if you are the kind of person who often feels overwhelmed by the abundant information that is out there regarding which training program to follow, we're here to help you with the basic start. Dano Mandla as well as Bahle are here to help us target the full body areas. So don't let me be the only one doing these. Please get up. Just get up. Even if you're wearing a skirt, no one can see you. Get up, let's get moving. Send help. Okay, I'm joking. So, Ndando, you're going to do the upper body, ne?
Yeah, we're going to do 5 moves for the upper body. I'm going to show you a few that you can do with dumbbells.
Okay.
Guys, you can get dumbbells at Macro or anywhere.
But wait, can't you use 2 bottles of water, half a liter filled with water as dumbbells?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can use a broom and put bricks on it if you want to. It's about you making it happen. Okay. It's not about anything else but making it happen.
An upright row is one of the best exercises to target the shoulders and, ladies, that unsightly back cleavage. Important to remember when doing dumbbell shoulder presses is to keep the weights from going too high and to watch your wrists. Otherwise, injuries can occur. Remember, consistency is key. Stomach in, chest out.
So, I've got another movement for you now. This one is for people who do not have dumbbells but would still like to achieve a very good upper body workout. So over here, what we're gonna do,
You're gonna make me do push-ups?
No. No. So we're gonna be in a push-up position though.
Oh,
so all we're doing...
Imagine that. It's not a push-up, but it's in a push-up position. Okay, yes, I'm there.
So we're gonna do something I like to call up-downs. So all we're doing is we come onto our forearms. That's 1. Here, 2. Here, 3.
Where does that help?
That builds your back, your chest,
I'm not
your
gonna
triceps. My apologies. So what you can do, if it's challenging in the beginning, it's okay. We can dial it back a bit.
Challenging in the end, buddy.
We do it on our knees.
Okay.
Same procedure. We bring it here, we bring it back.
Okay, wait.
There you go. Nice, easy, perfect. That's 2. Okay, last one, okay? We're gonna maintain the push-up position, okay? This is gonna work our shoulders. Okay. It's also gonna touch a little bit of core, but all it is we're in a push-up position again. All we're doing, these are called Supermans. We're just coming out here, here, that's 1. Here, here.
Tanda, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you. I've packed it in my Tupperware. I'm taking it home. Who's the next guy? Manda, you've got 2 minutes to make me thin. Okay, the other guy is just left now. Now it's your turn. Be nice. What are we working?
Okay, we're gonna start nice and slow. We've got 5 movements that you can do at home. You don't need any weights or anything.
Okay.
Right? But the most important thing when it comes to core movements and ab movements is I want you to be conscious of where your core is.
You activate your core.
Yes, engaging your core, yeah. And the best example that I can give you when you're engaging your core is the feeling when you're in a shopping mall and you need the bathroom, you know that one? When you hold in and you keep it inside.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or someone trying to punch you in the stomach. That's how you activate your core. Your core
Trying to
happens...
protect yourself.
Yes, exactly. So it happens in the front and in the back. So what I want you to do is place your heels right into the ground.
Yeah.
Right? And I want you to lean back to about a 45.
Okay.
And then from here, arms nice and straight. Okay? Remember where your core is. We're gonna work up and down.
Am I supposed to be shaking?
Not yet.
I'm
Not
shaking
yet.
like a Polaroid picture.
For core exercises that are slightly more difficult, do 4 reps of these exercises. Things got progressively harder very quickly. Mandla was not trying to go easy on Anele.
Second exercise, you're gonna lean back.
All the way back?
Yeah, all the way back. Heels into the ground, toes facing up. Right, from here, all I want you to do is lift your shoulders off the ground. Right, and then all I want you to do is touch your ankles, side to side. So now we're working those obliques. So to get obviously progressively harder, you just lift your feet off the ground. And the same thing, I want you to touch your toes.
OMG, okay, that burns. Okay, but I believe that exercise. That's the one I like.
Yeah. So it's that stubborn fat around your obliques on your side, those love handles that people like to call.
Okay,
right.
And then?
Our third exercise. Once you turn around, right, you're gonna get your knees onto the mat.
Show me. Let me see you do it.
So you can get your knees onto the mat, right? Same thing, engaging your core, right? Looking forward, most importantly.
Just wait. Okay, there I am.
There we go, looking forward. All I want you to do, in this position here, all I want you to move is your knee out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
so
a dog monkey territory, yes.
But bring your hands underneath you, right?
Like this.
Engaging your core. So we're gonna work 5 on this side. A lot of women enjoy the your bum exercises and stuff, but you're still engaging your core.
Is this gonna make me have like a Beyonce bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm doing this one.
Core exercises improve balance, stability, train muscles in the pelvic area, the back and abdomen, and also help prevent injuries. Don't forget, from the time you wake up in the morning, every action you do is an opportunity to get that core work in.
Yeah, but now that's choreography, and I'm a talk show host. I'm not a backup dancer.
So
we won't be doing that one.
So those are 5 exercises that you can do 30 seconds each.
Okay. All right, awesome. See what I do for you. Okay. Where's the other one? Bisane, get on here. Okay, so I haven't died just yet. So sorry, guys, you can't claim my insurance policies or anything. I'm still here. And she said she's going to be nice to me. Okay, so what are we doing?
We're going to work.
What are we concentrating on?
The glutes.
Okay.
Definitely the hips and the thighs.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to just go straight to it. We're going to do lunges.
Yes, lunges. Ooh. I'm breaking everything.
Simple ones, lunges. So you can just, a nice position, right angle here.
Sbahle, the fitness bunny, emphasized the importance of strong legs and thighs. Remember your balance, to go slow, and to always keep your core activated. quick, but very effective. Anele is definitely going to feel the effects of leg day tomorrow.
Then we're gonna go down now and you're working on the glutes. It's a simple workout.
Okay.
Just line yourself again, right angle,
Yeah.
and then leg out.
Leg out.
All the way up.
Oh, okay.
I can already feel it.
Is this the one that I can wear shorts in summer? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna press y'all. Okay.
9, 10. Swapping over.
Okay.
That's a nice position, right?
Yeah,
You're
it's a good
resting.
position, yes.
Don't sleep, okay?
I want to sleep.
Bring your knees closer
Yeah. Yeah.
and then all the way up.
What does that do?
Squeeze your butt. You're gonna feel it now.
As all the trainers showed us, our bodies are really all we need to work out at home. So get moving today.
Okay. Are we there yet, Mom?
How's that?
Yeah. Are you done?
Was it good? No,
Yes.
we have 2 more. You said 5 exercises.
Okay.
You asked for it.
Okay, I know.
Let's do the butt again. Come.
I sincerely hope you are still doing this at home and you're not just sitting and laughing at myself. I really.
You're legitimately dying.
I'm legitimately dying. Okay, next one.
Same one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just put your knees here.
Uh-huh.
Then just take it up.
Okay, so like I take it to where I had it last time and then
Yeah.
I go higher. Okay.
So you just fold your knee this time.
Like this.
Yeah.
And then.
Take it up, yes. 1, yes.
Okay.
2,
Okay.
3. Can you feel it?
Yeah, I can feel it. Of course I can feel it. Okay.
6, 7,
Okay.
8,
Uh,
9, 10.
How important is
This
it to
leg.
like stretch afterwards?
It's very important,
Does
you
that
know.
hinder my process?
It does, definitely. So you always have to stretch before and after.
Yeah. Is it the same stretches or is it different stretches?
Well, it depends what you're working on. So we can stretch after this,
Okay.
and I'll show you. You can rest now.
Oh, well done. You're so good. A big thank you
You might want to rest.
to all my guests, May, Dando, Kumalo, Manje Tube, and this one here, the fitness bunny, Sebastian Pisa. Remember that it's more than just another 12-week program. This is about making the right choices, I tell you, for your health every day of your life. Whatever, bye. I quit.